Hi everybody, we are back today looking at the new 19 shader. Tina's going to do a demonstration on
Hi
her...
everybody. Hi. Say hi, girls.
Say hi.
Hi. So what I did first is I already microbladed her eyebrows, so you can see up close up here. Both of them are already done. Let me show this side. I'll do it again. Okay, and then I'll show you this side. So she already has really nice eyebrows. She just wanted to make them a little fuller. Amber, open your eyes. See? Pretty.
Gorgeous.
And I already put a lot of little microblade strokes here. She doesn't have the shading, but just so the strokes don't look hollow, you see right there, I'm going to add a little shading so you guys can see what it looks like. It still look, you could literally leave it like this and it would still look nice. And then I'll show you what it looks like with shading and then with microblading only. Okay. So guys, this is the 19 shader. I just want to show you what it looks like. Show you what it looks like at this angle. This took me 8 months to develop this. A lot of testing, lots of trying different angles, needles, gauges. This is a 0.35 gauge and I found it to be perfect. And the way I'm going to use it is I'm going to basically tap and lift it into the skin. Oh, I want to show you guys something really cool too. This has. So now the new needles have this little cover that come off to protect it. Okay? So I've already prepared my shading solution. I've used basically the same color as I used here. Okay, this is basically a dark brown with some orange modifier to make sure it doesn't ash. And I've heavily diluted the pigment here. You can see right here in my ring. It's almost spilling out almost. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to absorb a little bit excess so it doesn't spill on her face. And then I'm just going to tap and shade it right into the body of her brow. Right here where she has a lot of hair, I don't need it. Literally, like I would just be doing a little bit on her. Okay, I just want to show you the movement. So the movement, again, is this type of movement. Can you see that? I want to make sure that all the needles are going to be flat on the skin. So it has to have full contact. I don't want to be up on the toe or on the heel, because that's not going to be good. It's not going to be even and smooth. So let me just change my gloves really quickly. So who's joining us?
We have lots of people joining us.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah, 89 people.
You guys are just sitting around doing nothing? That's
Tina,
awesome.
we have a question. What did you use to dilute the pigment?
I used world famous shading solution. You can use any shading solution, usually from any body ink line. Just make sure that it's for colors and it's not just for grays and blacks. So this is called world famous shading solution. Just look online. It's online. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to get started. Oh, Sarah, you could film it. This is what I'm using today. And I heavily dilute it, so I'll dilute it like 70–80% because then I know it's going to be really sheer and that's all I want. I just want a little sheer color in here.
The shading needles are available for order right now.
Yeah, you can just go to our website. They come in boxes of 10. So what I'm doing is I'm going to hold the skin very firmly. You see it's very firm right here. I've isolated it so it doesn't move. And I'm just going to tap, 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 tap and lift. Okay, so I'm going to stop so I can wipe and check, see what got deposited. Oh, nothing. All right, her skin is thick and tough, so I'm going to use a little bit more pressure. Just want to get to know her skin and feel it out.
So Tina, can you show how you do your 3-point stretch?
Yeah, so I'll do like this. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Okay. let's wipe and check. It's very soft, guys, very soft. I can build on this. I'm going to stay away from the upper and lower edges, because if I go too close to the edge, I won't be able to see the hair strokes anymore. Okay, let me come here. Do a little here. Tap around, wipe and check. Good, I like that. It's just a very minimal deposit. I'll move my light away so maybe you guys can see. No, what's better? With light? With light it better?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So let me move along. I'm just gonna do a little bit, just right, because all this here is simulated hair. Okay, this is her real hair. I'm just gonna do a little bit around this area right here. So I'm gonna keep going. Look at this stretch, very small, tight, and taut. I don't want there to be bounce, so my deposit will be direct. The skin shouldn't be moving with the needle.
And Tina, what color are you using again?
This is Microblade Espresso.
Thank you.
It's a dark brown, very dark brown. This will heal soft black. Just matching her hairs exactly.
And Tina, you're only doing shading through the middle so you don't lose those hair strokes on the edges, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you guys are paying attention. That's what I told you guys yesterday. So can you guys see Shalyn and Tina? I don't want to go right up to the tip there.
Right.
Okay, I'm just like a little bit below that. There we go. And here's her transition. I'm going to hide it by shading it a little right there. So you can't see where the transition is. Okay, you see I'm always wiping and checking. You can always add. Can you guys see that little bit of shading in there? The thing you have to be careful with shading too is when you work in an area there's a lot of hair, you can do it, but sometimes it plucks out some hairs. I don't do it unless I have to. So there she's got so much hair, I don't have to do it.
We have a question about the shape of the eyebrow. This is just designed with the artist and client, so everybody's shape is a little bit different.
Okay, here I go. Now you could even use this shader needle without doing any microblading, just shading the entire brow. And what you would do is you would shade it all even one tone, and then go back and add and build it up layer by layer. It's very fast. So now I'm working right here. See, here's her microblading strokes, and I'm just going to make it a little denser, a little bit at a time. Tap around. Okay, wipe and check. Okay, good. You see, it's very sheer. Still leaving those edges. Turn a little. Okay, here I am. I'm going to tap around right in here. Oh, that looks nice. Because, you know, especially in areas where the client doesn't have hair, just having the stroke still looks a little too, there's not enough definition. So this helps with that definition. Especially when you get to the tail. It just seems like people always complain like, oh, the tails are so weak, they're so light. So you can add a little bit more definition by shading over the tails. But don't go to this spot. Don't shade to the last little point. Because then your last little point will look like a little blob. Stay away from the edges and definitely don't go to any corners, any points. So this whole time I'm working, I'm focusing on holding this skin really taut. It doesn't matter if you're doing machine work or microblading. It doesn't matter if it's the eyes, the lips, the brows. The skin has to be super tight and taut. Not tight, but just taut. That way your deposit will be direct. There won't be, like, you won't be just bouncing off the skin and bouncing into the wrinkles. So you see I'm always dry wiping. It's just very quick for me to dry wipe. Okay, so I'm gonna come right here and shade right here. Actually, I need to put a stroke in there. Can you guys see that? Looks like there's one stroke here and there's a missing stroke right there. Okay, so let me show you. See, it looks like there's still missing one microblading stroke there. Let's see how it's looking so far. Yeah, I like that. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, let me put my stroke in. Okay, so I said I'm missing a stroke right here. This is a U needle. I'm just going to put it in right. You see my window, girls? You see how small it is? It's very small and controlled. Very gently put the stroke in. Okay, let's see. Stroke is there. All right, now I feel better. Okay, let me clean it. Have good luck. Okay, want to open your eyes? Let's just take a look. Nice. So this here is microbladed and shaded, and this is microblading only. So microblading only, you see like it looks a little hollow along the edges. So this will give you more of a blended look. This one will give you more of a blended look, but still have the texture of the microblading. All right, guys, so thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us today.
Bye.